What is your desire? All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so. And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree? I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands. There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else? I mean professionally. Or maybe you mean professionally as well. Perhaps you intend to peddle my services to bored Ferelden noblewomen. It is an interesting thought, but I've always removed my clothes strictly on an amateur basis. A talented amateur, of course, but an amateur nonetheless. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. There's been another battle. A bunch of Benorn met Loghain at Lacus Valley, and from the sound of it, the Benorn outnumbered them. Tyrion Loghain is a force to be reckoned with, though. Just ask the old legions. I hear the Benorn were routed. It's a convincing victory for the throne. I wonder if that will settle the issue now. Somehow I have my doubts. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. The Benorn are on the run now, and there's no way that they can force Tyrion Loghain to resign the throne. But how the Tyrion is going to raise a proper army now is anyone's guess. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. The dwarves have themselves a new king, I understand. One chosen by a Grey Warden, too, if you can believe it. A lot of people are hoping this means they will help us fight the Darkspawn now. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I'm sure you'll be pleased.
How dear of you. Thank you so much.
Interesting.
That looks fine indeed. By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
Interesting.
You have excellent taste. You have excellent taste. How nice.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Look at you. Your weary stance, the dark circles under your eyes. Poor man, all this constant walking has gotten to you. Do you know what you need? My thought is this. We retire to your tent and I show you the sort of massage skills that one only learns growing up in an Antivan whorehouse. A willing victim it is. And if I might ask, if the opportunity to proceed past the massage should present itself. Ever the evasive one, huh? Another time then, if you're lucky. You wish to talk? Ah, good. I have a question for you. You and Morrigan are quite close, are you not? I am curious as to the nature of your relationship. You are a brave man indeed. I make no claims upon you, nor would I dream of such. You are free to pursue your fancies as you desire, and I would have it no other way. Morrigan, however, would not feel the same. If there is truly something between you and I, it cannot include her. Surely you know this to be so. Then only one path lies before us, no? Yes, that is how it usually goes. What can I say, truly? Morrigan is a lucky woman. At any rate, the air is now clear and we are free to continue on. Come, we've much to do. What say you?
I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you? Of course. Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no? I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past. It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good. I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you? Of course. I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end? There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like. It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait.
Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why. I don't know. I guess we're pretty good friends now, right? I just keep thinking about all that slag with Bronca. How I've turned out. I always said I was this way because she left, but I think maybe she left because of how I am. Aye. I've tried 27 new kinds of ale, and learned I'm just the right height to give a human girl a good time. That doesn't make me a good man. Enough wallowing in my own filth. Did you want to talk about something? What about? It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale. Oh, who'd have thought ale made with grain? I have to admit, though, I do miss home. Just a bit. A little bit. I guess we're all a bunch of whimpering softies in the end. Anyhow, let's keep moving. If anyone finds out I was getting all mopey, I'd lose my reputation.
Something on your mind? Of course. I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
Just realised you haven't been hearing me for this past 5-6 minutes. Awesome. Have you just seen me switch that off? Yeah, the trials of being a YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. God, I'm such a moron. No, I'd like to hear more about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
I bet I could have outdrunk him.
Oh, I honestly doubt it. You might have tried, but this fella had a supernatural constitution, I swear. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly...
Not this again. Aren't you done yet?
I know. I wasn't expecting it to hit me, I'm sorry. It just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Not at all.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go. Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Here we go. Now there should be some armor and stuff here for us to pick up. Let's see. Marek's blade. Duncan's sword. go, Blood Dragon Plate. Good. Right. So, Kaelin's breastplate. And Duncan's sword. Pretty cool.
All right.
I think it's pretty fitting for him to have that on, considering, you know, we're about to finish the game. Or at least start to finish the game. Ogrin can have on... Ah, he can't. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, he needs 38 strength. Not a problem, not a problem. Trying to find a way through the earth, are we? It's gonna take some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then.
It speaks.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals on your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
They must be worth a lot.
Now, keep its soft little hands away from them. They were bonded with my stone. They're as good as part of me now. I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So they're decorations?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
But they can do other things too, right?
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
So you're a female? I had no idea.
I did not think it needed to be said. It has never told me what gender it is, has it?
No, I'm not made of rock. You just don't seem...
Why? Should I wear a flower on my head? Should I take up an interest in knitting? The truth is that whatever gender I was is irrelevant now. I am a golem. I have no gender. It will not become an issue.
You're just nicer than you were before. It's weird.
Right. I catch it staring at my behind and I will feel very awkward. Now, let us crush something soft and watch it fountain blood. That is a girlish thing to want to do, yes?
Your desire?
We're
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I've never actually chosen that one before.
I think not.
Is something wrong?
Ha! Because something must be amiss with me in order to refuse your charms. You'll have to forgive me if I do not leap at your command like a trained warhound.
Oh, yeah, I really feel like saying number 4. No, I'll say what brought this on, yeah.
I do not wish to discuss it. Leave me be.
Fair enough.
What is your wish, Kadan? Speak, then.
Why do you let the Tamasrans control your life?
What makes it mine? It was theirs to begin with.
What do you mean?
They knew me before I was born. I was birthed on the day they chose, placed in the world by their hands. When I die, it will be the Tamasrans who note my passing. I am their work. What I do is for my people, always.
They made you, but they can't make decisions for you.
No need. I have been trained to choose as they would. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on. Very well.
So, what do you believe in, then?
When your people join us, you'll find out.
You think the Canary are coming to convert us?
Our ships will come to these shores, and the Antam will bring this land to the Kyun. I will hope that I do not live to see that day. Harshera, we should move on.
Alright.
As you wish.
So I guess now, not doing that one, not doing that one, not doing that one. Right, return to our Lehman. Okay, we're there.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that's the way. Now guard yourself.
I understand that some of these Darkspawn use magic. Our Templar abilities to dispel magic will come into use in the battle, it appears.
These humans speak of Darkspawn as if they've suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Are they blind?
Kind of, yeah. I wonder if you get the werewolves whether they're
Yes,
standing
that's
here.
the way. Now guard yourself.
The Keeper has sent us here in advance of the others. As soon as more of the hunters regain their strength, they shall join us.
I like the fact that the army actually gathers in the courtyard. You've got men over there fighting. That's what that is. I thought they were just there as a little thing, but what it shows is that your army is gathering together. If you come back to Redcliffe, you can see it. Templars, dwarves, mages, and men. Whereas I wanted Templars, dwarves, werewolves and men, but oh well. I'm sure the elves will be useful. I'm gonna double check the sound is working good.
I understand you've acquired all the allies you could. That's good. We can call the Landsmeet if you are ready. I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Let's go to Denerim now.
Excellent. I shall make the arrangements. Let us be off to Denerim, and may the Maker watch over us. Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor, but the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The Blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
The throne belongs to Marek's only living son.
Ah, the Grey Warden recruit. I thought we might meet again. You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
I don't accept the sympathies of deserters and regicides.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
And current Arl of Denerim, after Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. Truly, it is an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, I demand blood rights. This man murdered my family.
You have no rights. Your family surrendered them when I revealed them to be traitors to the king.
I'm going to really enjoy cutting your throat.
You are either very bold or very stupid to threaten the Ten before witnesses.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
Jesus Christ, he's literally describing himself. Like, literally describing himself. Yeah, if you truly want to save this land, then stand with us.
I should put my faith in untried foreign hands. Do you think I'm blind? Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this blight.
Oh, is that all I have to do? No pressure.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
Hal killed my family. I can't let that stand.
I would not ask you to. But bear in mind that he will be well protected by his alliance with Loghain. He always seemed the kind of man who enjoyed kicking stray dogs. I would not have thought Loghain would trust him. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Okay, so what do we do now? Okay, let's gotta go speak to Eamon and our party members, see what's going on.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical.
Excuse me, I have to dust the Arl's sitting room.
Are you from Denerim?
No, I'm from Redcliffe. Lady Isolde brought me here to be her chambermaid last spring. I've family here, though. I beg your pardon, sir, but I really can't be seen standing about. The housekeeper will have my head. Good day.
Royce likes elven houseworkers.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. Your desire? So, full of questions, are you?
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Who's that?
This is Elena. She's...
I am Queen Enora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Nora ask us for help?
The Queen. She is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returned with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
Are you saying the Queen believes Loghain killed Kaelin?
My queen suspects she cannot trust her father. And Loghain, he is very subtle, no? But when and how, he is privy to all the secrets and not so subtle. So she goes to how? A visit from the queen to the new Arl of Denerim is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
That's crazy. How is a lunatic?
He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
So what does this have to do with me?
I think her life is in danger. I heard House say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
Would Loghain kill his own daughter just to frame Eamon?
We may have no choice but to trust Enora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Why should we trust that this could all be a setup?
I fear if this is a trap, we are already caught in it. They can kill Enora whether or not we act, and blame her death on us. Few would believe our word over Loghain's. We can only defend ourselves with the Queen in hand.
Oh, you're right. We have to help, I guess.
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new girls every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind? Of course.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem to be the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did she want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Don't start crying again, please.
Yes, you're right. I should be angry for what happened to him, not sad. I shouldn't forget what Loghain did. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Good. I was sympathetic for a long time, but you know, there comes a time.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Do you know of the Cassandra, the sundew in the common tongue?
I do not believe so.
No. You are so alike, I thought you kindred.
What is that supposed to mean? What is the sundew?
A flower.
Oh? I am a flower, am I? How unexpected.
That entraps and devours insects.
Ah, now that I expected.
Right, Arl of Redcliffe's estate. No, we're going to Arl of Denerim's estate. That's it, that's it. By the way, Morrigan, if you pass any people that Alistair's slept with, I guess we'd... Yeah. And then again, we're not going to the Pearl, are we? So we should be alright.
And so here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again. And where is Zevran? I don't see him with you. How very disappointing.
Can we get this over with?
Yes, by all means. I simply wish to say hello to an old friend.
Here I am, Taliesin. Tell me, were you sent, or did you volunteer for the job?
Oh ho! And he makes an appearance. I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you. It's not too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
Of course, I'd need to be dead first.
And I'm not about to let that happen.
What? You've gone soft.
I'm sorry, my old friend, but the answer is no. I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
Hell yeah. You know what? You can come with me as we go to the other place. Fucking badass, dude.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my
And there it is. Taliesin is dead, and I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
That's a good thing, right?
A very good thing. It is in fact what I had hoped for ever since you decided not to kill me. I have enjoyed our company, but I am wondering if it is not time for me to leave. That would be the practical thing to do, no? There is a freedom awaiting me that I have never known. But I suppose the decision is yours. Will you let me go?
Do you not want to stay for the treasure later?
All right. You make a convincing argument. You do seem to stumble onto treasure on a regular basis somehow. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
So if you don't have a good reputation with Zevran, he does leave you there.
You'll have to come back tomorrow.
No, the Carpenter's Craft Hall has had enough of Hal's conveniently busy schedule. We will not be put off again.
Nor will the stonemasons. It's been a month since we've seen so much as a coin of Hal's for our work.
His lordship is much engaged with the region.
The servants' entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. How is inside.
How was here?
Yes, and wherever he goes, a great many guards go with him.
Good. I was hoping for a chance to get to see him.
I beg you, do not put my lady in danger for your revenge. We must get her out first.
What's the crowd gathered for?
The estate is in poor repair. The new owl, he has not been very prompt in paying his workmen. I will be right behind you.
Okay.
Someone's creeping around down there. Go check it out.
Someone is coming.
Where did we go? Isn't he supposed to tell us?
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly.
Wait, I'm gonna put on our disguises first.
Hurry! My lady does not have much time. Are you all prepared? I will go distract the guards.
What good are uniforms if they don't get us inside?
These two know who is allowed to come and go. They will not be fooled. But the uniforms should work on most of those inside.
Let's go.
I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes. Oh, you must come! I saw something! By the fountain! I think it was a darkspawn!
Darkspawn?
They will drag us all underground to be eaten!
Should we call for help?
Did you fall off a cart full of stupid? Call for help?
So they can see us act like scared little girls because of some knife-eared wench?
They will eat us all alive! Please, get help!
If there is something out there and we don't sound the alarm, we'll look worse than scared.
Andraste's holy knickers. Fine, we'll check the courtyard, if it'll keep you from wetting yourself. But there's nothing there.
Thank you. Oh! It was over here! Quickly!
Alright.
Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best to keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in.
Where's Nora?
She's in a guest room off the main hall. Andraste, guide us.
This kitchen is a disgrace. How did the old Arl servants ever cook anything in here?
No one ever said the Kendalls had any.
I say how ought to level the thing and build a new one. He'd have to knock down every place he owns it.
3 nights in a row.
It's not mutton. How's too cheap to buy it? Cook's probably roasting the elves.
I
that broke in
fold.
here.
You realize that doesn't help, right?
Try spending a few nights in a castle full of corpses sometime. Maker's breath. And the village. If you could kill men by hating them, we'd all be in our graves now.
I think he's talking about High Ever, to be honest with you.
I know you're bluffing.
Not in the tongues of all the nations of the world may the Maker's mercy be expressed. Before the light, words become the clattering of pebbles on the mountainside. All the myth.
Oh, Maker, I stepped in something.
I'll get on it.
Front door.
The Grey Warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback.
What sort of setback?
My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
Great, now what?
We must get her out of there.
Don't panic, Erlina. Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Hal's side.
So much for secrecy.
Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will.
Good. Wanted to see how anyway.
Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Tern Howe will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left. Tern Howe is probably in his room. Left or on the...
End of the hall on the left.
The housekeeper will hear us.
Does that look like a blowjob in progress?
All right.
Leave him to it.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
What? Who goes there?
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. You never hear music in the sound of a key turning in a lock until you've been imprisoned.
Impressive move there, old man.
Perhaps introductions are in order. If only so you never call me that again. I am Riordan, Senior Grey Warden of Jada. And you must be Duncan's last recruit. Yes, you match his description.
Weren't you killed the Rastagar?
Because I wasn't there. I was sent from Orlais when we received no word from King Kalen. The king had invited all the wardens of Orlais and their support troops to join him. Then nothing.
Are these your papers?
Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption.
The joining ritual? Can you induct the Grey Wardens?
Would that I could, for Ferelden sorely needs them. But for the joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh Darkspawn blood, but a drop of blood preserved from an archdemon. Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Loghain either confiscated or destroyed it.
Then we need to get it back.
As you know, the joining's chance of success is slim anyway. Loghain has done far worse to the Wardens than cut us off from recruiting. And from the rumors flying through Denerim, removing him from the throne is already your plan, no?
Where's Hal?
I saw him go into the dungeons. He may still be there.
How did he capture you?
With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was.
Why didn't you come with me?
I wouldn't be much use to you in my current condition. And if you'll pardon me, I've a sudden desire to breathe some free air. I will seek you out later, after I find a good physician. And good luck, brother.
Okay. Surely they're all going to know us down here, right?
Who goes?
No, shit. I quit kidding around, you know me.
You think you're clever, do you? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads. Can I get you a ladder? Get off my back.
It's your time to die!
Come on, guys, you don't need healing, for God's sake.
Here I am. So be it.
Now it's better than later. Got it. Now it's better than later.
end of all them.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it. All right, all right.
I don't want to.
Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
That's your father's Arl Eamon, he didn't send me.
You move in august company, stranger. I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
I'm Royce, here for the rightful King Alistair.
Marik's bastard. Then I need not question why you're here, for your friend's claim to the throne is the greatest threat to Loghain's regime. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
I don't know, I can ask a lot.
Then ask what you will. I care not. All I want to see is my father again, and let his Chirurgeon see to my hands. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
I thought we were gonna like do the rack back accident there, that's why I said, oh, I don't really wanna, you know. Pretty grim.
Can I get you a lamp? So you can... Got it.
Ridiculously awesome.
Key to the lower prison.
They said to retreat. The horn sounded, and we turned, and then the screams. We rode, and they screamed, and screamed, and...
What do you mean you retreat? Were you at Ostagar?
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
Do you suppose he actually saw my mother there? Or is he just blaming her in his madness?
You're free now, go somewhere safe.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door?
Off you go.
What month is it? Are you some enemy of Arl Urian's? Please, I feel like I've spent half my life down here.
So if you are a city elf, I believe this person is one of your friends who gets put in here at the very start of the game. Why were you imprisoned here?
The Arl's son. He abducted my bride on our wedding day. When I tried to rescue her, I don't remember. She was screaming and he was laughing and I charged at him. And woke up here. I don't know if she's even still alive.
He died months ago.
Dead? Then who's ruling? His son, Vaughn. He struck me down and I woke up here. People were so angry, they were thinking of petitioning the king.
King's dead as well. Loghain rules in his place.
There have been many changes since they caught me. I need to find out what happened. I need to get home, or flee the city. I thank you for your aid, stranger. I wish I had more than gratitude to offer.
I wonder what happens if... Oh, okay.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Go ahead. Never mind.
I'll get on it.
Well, Bryce Cousland's little boy, all grown up and still trying to fit into Daddy's armor. I never thought you'd be fool enough to turn up here. But then, I never thought you'd live, either.
Why did you do it? Like, my father was your friend.
A clumsy appeal, child. He was a traitor to me and a coward to his nation. Trips to Orle, gifts from old enemies, all while I sank in obscurity. Your family squandered glory that was rightfully mine. How suitable that their deaths should raise me to the ear of a king. If you think you can take this from me, that I will allow it, you are very much mistaken.
He's dead. Little bitch.
Never goes like I planned.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
One thing I love about Arlhau's death is that he doesn't say it to Royce, he says it to the camera. So you get that much more satisfaction from him. We don't want your little axe, mate, so fuck off. We just want your key, you can keep everything else. Yeah, like, I really like that, the fact that he looks into the camera and says it rather than anything else. That's some funny shit.
Who's there? Stay away. You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
Right, and I'm the King of Antiva.
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim, it's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar. When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven Uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
You're the old son that Elf mentioned.
In my room, there's a lockbox full of sovereigns. Free me, and the key is yours.
Give me the key first, and I'll open the door.
Here it is. Now please, hurry.
Thank you, enjoy your stay in there. Nah, better off without you.
Maker, have mercy on your faithful servant. Grant Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Who are you?
I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Terns men? I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
You're a Templar?
Alfstana is a far better man than I would have been, but I don't remember how I came to be here. The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Terns men took him from me and brought me here.
That Maleficar, was his name Jawan by any chance?
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
You realise the door's open, right? You can leave.
No one can free me from failure, save Blessed Andraste.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please. Ask her to pray for me.
Well, I guess it's back upstairs.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Brilliant. Good crash there.
We're under.
It will do.
We're under attack!
Alrighty, where do we go next? This way, I think.
Now's better than later.
You know, we've pretty much killed everybody in the place. Can we just go to where we need to go?
My thanks.
Aren't you a little short for a guard?
Funny. Very funny. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Fair enough.
Shh! You'll draw attention to us.
Well, this ain't good.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
So, here's the thing. If you try and get Honora into this, she's just gonna claim that you're there to kidnap her. Do you know what I mean? But I'm probably not gonna do that, because I think my bloodlust is up, so I'm just gonna attack them.
Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive.
Something is coming.
In here, in here, in here, in here. No, in here, in here. Please come in here. Right, we'll do this.
So be it.
No. What the hell? I got it that time. Right. Let's lock down that doorway. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Okay. Christ, she really hits like a fucking ball, this woman. Right, they're through Morrigan, which isn't good. Phew. Got her. Right, we should be okay from here on in. We should be okay from here on in. That was the worst bit. Getting rid of her is like the worst bit of this, but we should be okay from now.
Yes. I'll get on it.
Let's see what you're made of.
Got it.
Okay, they've all charged forward now.
Right.
Come on, Zevran, you go. Take your medicine.
Ooh, now the fight.
Okay, this should be.
Feeling that for several days to come.
So that
all right,
is an extremely difficult fight. Corthrian is no joke. No, probably in terms of human enemies, she's probably the hardest in the game to get past, to be honest with you. Even harder than Loghain and much harder than How. That was very difficult. But it's if you can sucker her back into this room, get everybody back for you. Don't want to run in here. Get everyone back from here, right? Have Morrigan watch the doorway, do a massive spell in there to keep everybody either frozen or, you know, hurt. And then she cone of colds in here a few times to keep people away. She will eventually goes down, but as long as you've got Corthrian down to about half health or below, you should be able to kill her, and then your warriors and rogue should be able to clear this room. But yeah. In doing that, we actually miss out on quite a funny scene where you get captured and taken to the main fort in the city, and two of your companions come and save you. But I just felt, you know what? Nah, let's murder them. Because again, he's becoming a berserker as well. He's learning how to harness his rage. There's no way, you know, with all the rage he's got, he's not just gonna go in there and knock heads together. You know what I mean?
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Sir Calthrian's death is a waste, truly. But I suppose it could not be helped.
Does Nora being here affect our plans for the Landsmeet?
I fear that my escape will make matters worse. Now that he cannot use me to support his claim on Merrick's throne, he may resort to drastic measures to stay in power. I doubt he will say anything publicly, at least until he has a better idea what to expect.
How much time do you have to stop him?
Very little. We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
So we rescued you, to what end?
You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
And she's single now, right?
Are you thinking you might stand a chance at courtship? It would be unseemly for her to marry so soon after Kaelin's death. She wouldn't take that risk unless it helps her secure the throne.
Maybe Alistair should marry her.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Alistair doesn't really know the first thing about being king, though, does he?
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Why is it so important to put Marek's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers. We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think's going on in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I've got work to do.
Of course. If I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind? Of course.
Never mind. I'm just thinking. Normally I wouldn't, but, you know, like... So... Morrigan said for the entire time this is just, like, something convenient, you know what I mean? It's just, like, two people having fun. Fair enough. If I was Royce here, I'm kind of thinking... I can actually put my family in a better position that we were in before all of this kicked off. Do you know what I mean?
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Hal did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
You think you make a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
Being a good ruler requires more than ambition.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Fair enough. And you would serve better as queen?
I have ruled this nation on Kaelin's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. Thus, I say again, I would welcome your support for the throne if you would give it.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens.
He's right.
In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
What happens to Lurgain if you are queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
I'd rather he lived as well. It'd be useful.
I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Why not simply marry Alistair? That's the best of both worlds.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kalen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kalen as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
True, figured I said anything.
Consider it forgotten. Now, as for the alliance we were discussing.
I think I'd require more than your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. This is in addition to Highever being properly restored to you. That should go without saying, I trust. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
What if you had a strong king beside you?
Tempting. You are of Cousland blood, it's true. Despite the fact that you are also a Grey Warden, it would be unprecedented, but a man like you could make a fine prince and consort. Is this what you are actually proposing? My hand for your support?
Yeah.
Very well. It is too good an opportunity to pass up. Once I am coronated, I will take your hand as my consort. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
So, he's done that. Well, I think I've already explained why he's done that. He's now going to end up in a position where his family's better off. He's stronger than Alistair, let's be honest, right? And I think, although the thing that got him to actually make up his mind there was that she was talking about helping his friends and his family and all the people that he cares about. But then he's thinking, well, when she said, would you want the gratitude of a strong queen or a weak king? Well, he was thinking, well, I can have both. Because I can be prince consort, right? Which means I can keep her in line and I can make her give me the things that, I can make sure that shit happens. I mean, even though you're prince consort, you have no official power. People in Ferelden will still want a king more than a queen, do you know what I mean? So you still got a lot of power there. So you'll be in a much better position to make sure his family, whatever remains of it, is given the lands that, that he gets Highever back and all that stuff, and his companions get sorted out, the Grey Wardens get sorted out. So I think that's why he's done that. But anyway, I will speak to you soon. Next time we'll be finishing off the Landsmeet, and then it'll be time for the final part of the main game, and that is the Battle of Denerim. So I'll see you then. Have a good one.